Hello, March on Film people. Um, so this is just me showing you what I'm doing for March on Film. Um, so I'm trying to make a 3D animation. So these are some of my shots that I'm working on at the moment. I'm not going to show you too much because I don't want to spoil the fun. But so let me hit Control F here and press play. So this is a sped up time lapse of me making a shoe, because one of the mandatory items in the Crazy March on Film is that you have to have a shoe, but I'm making a 3D animation, so I had to make the shoe. So I found this reference image on Google, and this is me making a shoe. I'm using the 3D software I'm using here is called Blender. It's 3D modeling and animation program. It's an amazing piece of software, and is free. Is even better than free. It's open source. So so this is me modeling a shoe. It's crude enough. It's not the most accurate model of a shoe you'll ever see, but then I unwrap the shoe, which means I sort of make the 3D model flat and 2D, and then I can put the image here, the reference image, on top of it, on top of the 3D model. And then in my film, the shoe is, you don't see who throws it, but someone throws the shoe and it hits my main character, who's a robot, in the head. So this is the shoe being made. And then, let me skip on here, what else is on this timeline? So this is the shoe, and yeah, so that's the shoe kind of finished in the 3D application. So this is me kind of turning it around and looking at it. And then this is kind of the opening sequence in the film. So this is my shoe here, and with it's kind of out of focus because the depth of field is sort of on the main character, and it's going to be animated in and hit the character on the head. So the opening scene is the character gets shot twice in the head, reeling backwards, and then somebody throws a shoe at him, and that knocks him over. So this is me just kind of trying to animate the shoe. So that's those two little. This is me placing the shoe, it hitting him on the head, it flying up in the air, and then it returning back to ground. And then animating the character kind of, so it bounces off the ground a little bit, and then the character collapses under the sheer force of being hit by the shoe. So so animating like this is quite tedious. So like I said, this is kind of a sped up version of it. So this is what I'm doing for my March on Film, because I'm nuts and I'm trying to make a 3D animation. I'm hoping the 3D animation is about I'm hoping it's about 3 minutes long. So this is one of my opening shots. So the film is called Non-Player Character, or NPC, and it's sort of a documation, if such a thing exists. So it's an interview, it's kind of like a documentary or a mock documentary with a robot who is sort of the participant, like the person who you would shoot in a computer game. And so that's one of my shots, and I have lots and lots and lots and lots of work to do. So where am I? I have all my script written. I have a wonderful man called Owen Murphy, who is making he's making a wonderful audio for the film. And when the character speaks, I have what's called an audio visualizer. So when the character's mouth moves, I'm just flipping through frames here so you can see this will move up and down, and but it's actually based on the actual So each of these is one frame. Obviously, it's 25 frames a second. So each of these is based on the waveform of the voiceover, which is the wonderful, deep, husky voice of Barbara Flynn, who is doing the voiceover for it. So this is, I'll give you an example. So this is the opening piece of, this is a waveform here in Blender. And this is the visualizer. So if I play this, as you can see as she speaks, as the wave passes by, the audio visualizer gives a kind of visual representation of the size of the waveform underneath. So I have to render out all of this first as my voiceover, and then re-import that, because I'm a masochist, back into the actual character. So I'll just open that scene there with the clapper board that you were looking at. So this is it as a 3D scene. And if the character speaks in the 3D scene, so that's him there. So you can see where his mouth is, it's purple. So that face there, that plane, the texture on that will be all of the individual files that come from the visualizer. So as I look through the camera here, you can't, I'm kind of deliberately blocking his mouth in this shot, but if I hit rendered here, you can well, my computer will start to melt because I'm trying to do a screen recording and I've got about 4 bits of software open, but this is it, sort of trying to preview what it should actually look like when it's lit, and the depth of field is added, and volumetric lighting, and all of the other wonderful things that computers do before they crash, which it may do right now. So yeah, so fair play, Christian, for setting up March on Film, and Julie, yep, there's a crash. That's what it should look like. So this is what I'm trying to do. I have about 10 days left. I have one more model to make. My environments are all done. I have my voiceover recorded, and I just need a mighty render farm to a good bit of animation actually still to do. I need to churn it out now. So hopefully everyone else is doing crazy stuff too. Oh yeah, this was one of the end shot of the film is not that one. This one here. Control F. Yeah. So the end shot of the film is the character in an old-fashioned 1980s arcade. So I found the schematics for an old arcade machine, and then this is me making the kind of the cabinet that it comes in, and all the different components and whizzy bobs and controls that go on it, and yeah, it'll look a little bit like that in the end. But I won't show that shot yet because I won't spoil the ending. Anyway, good luck with your March on Films, and I don't know if seeing stuff like this is daunting, helpful, or intimidating, but I have lots left to do, and hopefully I'll get it done in time, and I won't be in that late category that Christian loves so much.